Draya and Jalen Green. All right, Draya brought her 22-year-old son to see, I guess, his step pop at work most recently. So that's wild. All right, he's 22. Jalen is 22. That's crazy. Dang. That's that cougar love. But Bubba Dub also has something about, the advantages of dating a cougar.
Jalen Green got an old lady named Draya. She cooking them goddamn turkey chops over rice. That motherfucker was balling tonight. And I know y'all were hating on that couple. Man, she too old for him. No, she not. That old motherfucking Draya is putting that nanny on that young man, cooking them old school soul food meals. That young man balling, full of energy. That's them good meals in him. See, you young hoes are having Thai noodles, rotel dip, Chick-fil-A. Not Draya. She in the cooking meatloaf, nigga, mashed potato, string beans, wiggle rolls, maybe from Texas Roadhouse rolls. That's the difference between you young hoes and a real woman. Real woman go get in that kitchen and make some lasagna. These young hoes don't know nothing about no lasagna. I'm telling you.
Layer. He's not lying, Peggy.
That lasagna.
He's not lying. Yeah. But I'm also going to say this.
And just to say the age, he's 22. Her son is 22 and Draya is 39. And she cooking that lasagna.
Bro, I'm a fan of Draya. I'm a fan. But we got to hold people accountable. What does your son think?
Free tickets? Courtside?
Courtside, yeah. Hey. But, bro, if you happy, cool.
She seemed like she cooking.
But understand the look and the feel. And somebody's going to say in the comments, Cam, you're creating broken homes. Cool, I get it. But where's the accountability on both sides? If your son is 22 and your baby daddy is also 22.
They're hanging out together.
My thing is, what about, there's dudes that date
older
women that's young, right? Yeah. So she could do the same thing, right?
But it's circumstance. If you're doing that, cool. Understand, shoot, we've seen it for years. Guys be 50 years old dating 23, 25-year-olds and having 30-year-old. Hell, not Belichick, fucking Robert Kraft. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Robert Kraft's girlfriend was younger than his actual son, who was 40.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. Draya, obviously,
I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it either. I'm just giving a question of yo.
Is that out of bounds?
We got to start taking into consideration too, as women, being held to the same standard. You knew, and I'm not talking about Draya Michelle specifically in this thought, but you got to cite the source of the father you're planning on mating with. Yeah. If he was a deadbeat, and he didn't take care of his kids before you, and you gonna have, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And maybe I'm overstepping, but it's just, I just gotta be real, Peggy. That's all I'm saying.
But all right, that's another question. Do you see, obviously Draya, she looking good,
She looks good.
She looks amazing.
She looks amazing.
Immaculate. So she will get chosen on whether 39, 49,
29. And to the point of Bubba Dub, I'm gonna take it a step further and say this. What are you bringing to the table, sis? What are you bringing to the table, baddie? What are you bringing to the table, outside of sex?
Yeah.
Well, she used to babysit Jalen, so maybe mother.
She used to babysit him.
Oh, she got business too. But I was just saying she used to babysit him.
She used to babysit who?
She used to babysit Jalen Green. That's why I feel like she got nostalgia.
Hold on. No.
Yeah, I'm not lying to you.
Is this facts? That's facts. No. Speak up.
If that's the case, then that ain't right because that's grooming.
Okay, so
that would be considered grooming.
Now we talking. Now we talking.
All right.
We need you
All
on
right.
No.
No, you've been sitting over. Yeah, if you
Come on,
babysitting him,
hop on
you
the
watching him like it might be something.
Hop on the mic. Come on.
You need to look up that.
Can we cite the source?
look,
Hey,
Drea-
listen, shout out to my dog Lenny, Actively Black, a sports apparel company,
Black on
black everything.
already.
You did. Talk to me nice.
Man, all I'm saying is, especially if we holding each other to the same standards.
Yes, sir.
There's a 16 to 17 year difference there. And if somebody is babysitting somebody that they end up dating and having a child by, that would be considered grooming if it was a man doing that with a young woman. And that's the part that I have a problem with. They're two grown adults. They can make their decisions as consenting adults. But for anybody else, if there was a 17-year difference in age and you babysat that person, if there was a man doing that to a girl, that would be considered grooming and it would be frowned upon. That's the issue I have.
We gotta
with.
say something first before we go in. She did not babysit Jalen Green.
Yeah, let's not spread no misinformation.
Breathe Hicks, his ex-girlfriend. So I don't think they even knew
Okay.
each other. But it doesn't make it better.
Now it's getting even more
It's
messy.
getting a little messier.
But I'm gonna
hold
say
on.
this to Lenny's point. If it's a 17-year difference, I'm gonna say it.
What's up?
Diddy. The lawsuit about Jay-Z. When you like all these
it depends on when.
I understand there's extremes. I'm not saying that it's not an issue, but I'm saying if we're gonna hold people accountable, that's my argument. Draya Michelle is entitled to date whoever the fuck she wants to date. Yeah. But I'm saying the look doesn't look right. And if we're talking about look, fuck the look. Are you happy? That's what it should come down to. But if we're holding people accountable in mainstream men for dating not the same age as you, an extreme difference in different generations, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's so many different things that we're talking about here, and I just want to stay on track because Draya Michelle may be giving Jalen Green a version of her that
Ain't no other 22 gonna just do.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the point where like, yo, she's cooking for him. She's providing a lifestyle that's making his life easier rather than the baddie approach. Like, I'm bad. I get to sit courtside. I got to have all these amenities courtside. First class flights, private jet flights, and all I'm doing is providing sex. That's not enough in these.
But I do think, so this is my take on it. I do think it's good for a cougar to date a cub. And I'm saying this because she really, like, they infiltrating the game. It's like another 22-year-old girl gonna be like, dang, that could have been me. But she doing the things that I'm not willing to do. And I'm not saying every 22-year-old girl
or
ain't willing
say
to
it this way, Peggy. It's not what I'm willing to do. It's things that I don't even know how to do.
But I do think she able to give him some game in regards to obviously how his house or how he should be raising him up in other ways or putting him on game or other stuff. But also, too, that's going to inspire him to be a more,
better version of himself.
better version of himself. Like, I got to mature. So him talking to another 22-year-old, dating a 39-year-old woman, that conversation not the same. We're not even talking about that. What's up? Talk to me.
Hold on.
Yeah, you got to come to the mic, brother.
I like where we at. I love it. Start provoking, B. Tighten up.
All right.
You just speak of
As a former athlete, when I was coming up, the game we was always given is to watch out for certain women who would take advantage of you, right?
They call those groupies.
Groupies.
Right. Okay. So my question to you is, you saying she's putting him up on game, but would you reconsider that to think that because she's older and she's had that experience, she's actually running the game on him? And I'm not saying this is not an attack on Draya or to say this is specifically about her, but what I have seen is that some older women who did not catch the bag during their 22 to 28-year-old range, when they get older, they run that game on the younger guys who don't know any better.
So I'm gonna take. I like where you at because it's not. They don't use. This is a new word for 2025. They're not groupies no more. They're vultures. And what vultures do? They loom on their prey. All right. Now, it just for sake of conversation, this is the situation where you're saying Draya Michelle, but you also can use a guy who I love and adore, and Travis Hunter in his situation. So it's like, this is what people are saying. Whether I believe it or not, this is what people are saying. Like, women are having this vulture-like reason where they're preying on their prey, waiting for an opportunity and then pouncing on an opportunity that says, oh, he don't know no better. And I'm going to groom him in that type of way.
And because of the way these TV contracts have happened in both the NFL and the NBA, guys are getting to that generational bag earlier. So you got to understand, Jalen Green is 22, and he just got the bag. He got the $100 million joint. You know what I'm saying?
Room 222.
But I do gotta say this though, it's twofold. One, for Draya, it's like she get a second chance at life. Now, obviously, she didn't get her person, or obviously stayed with her person during that time. So it's like, oh, I came up on a young boy. He got that bag. I can build him. Like, she get a second chance at life. But also, if Jalen knew what he was doing, he would. If I was him, you have to take the game of, she's been with players before.
Orlando Scandrick.
And what's my quarterback?
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod, yeah, obviously.
She has a type.
She has a type. But you have to know the game of what you're dealing with. You got to know what you're dealing with. So obviously, you got to play your playbook too. And that's one thing that, even though you're a young boy and she older, you also have to have your game plan. So look,
man,
she using you, but you got to be able to use her for your situation too.
What 19-year-old you know has enough experience to actually know that game?
Bro, you got to grow up fast, bro.
All I'm saying is the game has changed now, where when these guys are getting the bag at 19, 20, 21 years old. Yeah. That used to be the second and third contract when you was finally getting that type of generational bag. Mm-hmm. You think you could really talk to a guy the same way who got $100 million at 21? That used to be 25 or 26 when he was getting that? It's different.
I got a question though.
But hold that. What I would say this is, you have to take all this into consideration. Athlete, entertainer, person who's coming into a large lump sum of money. And I think, and I just had this discussion the other day in regards to Travis, right? And I just pray to God that, I know he's a fighter. Yeah. But the thing about it is, you have to have these uncomfortable conversations early on in y'all relationships, because the way the internet is set up these days, it's going to come out. No. So if y'all are good with that, you good with me dating Orlando, you good with me with dating Tyrod, and you still take, cool, good. There's nothing that nobody else can separate you guys from. But I don't think a lot of people are having these uncomfortable conversations, which leads to a relationship divide. Ask your question.
But do you want, because obviously it's going to be a pool, right, as an athlete, of different people that you're going to get during this time. But do you get a girl like a Draya on her down end of her hot girl? Like, she like, look, I'm ready to settle down. I'm done with this. I'm ready to lock in and be all of this to this person, because this is my, not last resort, but like, I want to lock in on a long term. Okay, or do you get a young little thing?
So to your point, and groom,
I'm ready to be in a trade pool.
So what Lil Baby say? You know, you think God stopped making bad bitches when they made juice, and she 22, like that? But you got to understand this. And me and my partner, we laugh about these things where we met each other at the right time, because we both had our hoe phase. Mm-hmm. So with the labeled hoe phase, when I mean hoe, I'm not calling you a hoe. I'm just saying you go through a phase of your life where you outside.
You're a little active.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you exploring the dating scene, and you got multiple guys that you're entertaining. That doesn't mean you're having sex with them, but
the transfer portal is popping.
Hello.
Not the transfer portal.
The transfer portal is more popping.
But I'm like, you just got to take all those things into consideration. Athlete, bruh, and really now, the Andrew Reeses of the world, sis, like, bro, they're coming at all angles, and things are different. So you have to act accordingly, and you have to cite all sources of dating history. And my last thing is this: I don't think a lot of women know that your past can and will be held against you in a relationship of how a guy takes you serious. That's it.